Here is a brief video summarizing Chapter 1 and 2 of the popular play, Things Fall Apart. As you watch, do well to subscribe to our channel. Introduction. In the opening chapters of Things Fall Apart, Chinua Achebe introduces the central character, Okonkwo, and the traditional Igbo society of Umuofia. These chapters set the stage for the larger themes of identity, tradition, and the conflict between old and new ways of life that the novel explores. Chapter 1. The first chapter begins with a description of Okonkwo, the protagonist, and the village of Umuofia. Okonkwo is a renowned and respected man, known for his strength, success, and determination. He is a skilled wrestler who gained fame by defeating the great wrestler Amelins the Cat, a victory that made him famous throughout the region. Okonkwo's rise to prominence stands in stark contrast to his father's legacy. His father, Anoka, was a kind but lazy man, a talented musician who never succeeded in life. Anoka was poor and in debt, and his inability to provide for his family left him in a state of perpetual shame. Okonkwo grew up in poverty, and his father's weakness deeply affected him. Anoka's failure to thrive in life was something Okonkwo vowed never to emulate. He viewed his father's inability to take care of his family as a great disgrace, and this disdain for weakness shaped Okonkwo's approach to life. Okonkwo worked hard, focusing on becoming wealthy, strong, and respected. Through his determination and grit, Okonkwo established himself as a successful farmer, specializing in the cultivation of yams, considered a symbol of wealth in Igbo society. He became one of the prominent members of the village, gaining wealth and influence. This success was, in part, his way of avenging his father's failure and proving that he was nothing like him. Okonkwo's strictness and hard work made him a harsh man, and he expected nothing less than discipline and success from his wives and children. Chapter 2. In Chapter 2, a significant event happens in the village that sets the stage for the larger narrative. The village of Umuofia is presented as a powerful community with its own customs, rituals, and conflicts. The Igbo people live by a code of traditions and values, and the story begins to show the social dynamics at play in the village. The chapter opens with a major moment. The village of Umuofia receives news that a member of their community has been killed by a neighboring village. The man was killed in the neighboring village of Mbeno, and the elders of Umuofia gathered to discuss how to handle the situation. The Umuofia clan is a powerful one, and it has a strong reputation for dealing with disputes with force if necessary. When a member of their community is killed, the Umuofia people expect justice, and their system of justice is both rigid and rooted in tradition. The leaders of Umuofia decide to send Okonkwo to the neighboring village to negotiate the terms of justice. Okonkwo, being a strong and respected man, is chosen for this important task. His reputation for being a warrior and a person of action makes him the perfect candidate to carry out the clan's demands. Okonkwo, who is usually strict and stern, is chosen because he embodies the ideals of strength and decisiveness that the clan values. Okonkwo travels to Mbeno with an emissary, and the chapter ends with the expectation that justice will be served. This event introduces the themes of justice, power, and conflict that will play a central role in the novel. Themes introduced. In these first two chapters, Achebe introduces several key themes that will shape the rest of the novel. One of the main themes is the concept of strength and masculinity. Okonkwo's drive to succeed and his harsh view of weakness, especially as embodied by his father Anoka, sets up his character as a symbol of traditional masculinity in Igbo society. Another theme is the tension between tradition and change. The killing in the neighboring village and the decision to send Okonkwo to resolve the issue demonstrate the importance of justice and retribution in Igbo society. The leaders of the village are bound by traditions, but the arrival of new conflicts, like the one that will come to shape Okonkwo's future, also hints at the changes that will soon threaten the stability of the traditional way of life. Lastly, the idea of fate and personal responsibility begins to surface. Okonkwo's rejection of his father's legacy and his strictness in following the traditional codes of conduct reflect his belief in shaping his own future through hard work and determination. However, It is clear that in Igbo society, the larger forces of fate and tradition are powerful, and the consequences of one's actions, both personal and communal, will become increasingly important as the story unfolds.